Hi, my name's Simon Gosling and I'm a futurist at Unruly. Here is Unruly's office behind me, and here, the other way behind me, is Home. It's a project which we launched at Unruly about a year ago, and it's, let me take you through the door. It's the future home. It's a home set in the year 2020, and here you go, welcome to the home, all right. It's a 2,000 square foot space, and it's looking at how these new technologies are changing the way that brands share their stories with consumers in their homes in the future, in the year 2020. This place has been visited by about 2,000 people in the last year, across 200 brands and agencies, so people like Procter & Gamble, Unilever, Barclays Bank, Estee Lauder, L'Oreal, all sorts of different brands and agencies come through this space to understand how marketing's changing. So one of the best people I spoke to is good old Tia. At the very, very beginning, the first thing we look at is the way that stories are changing. So turn on storytelling. The first voice and face that people see after mine within this experience is our good friend Tia. Here she comes.
It is going to be made of a lot of little.
There she is on our screen.
Before you had your big stage, your big spot on TV that was telling you the story of that brand, and it would capture your imagination. Now you have to build your story because there are so many different touch points on the way that you need to use, both from a utility perspective as well as entertainment, in order to build this mega story that before you could build with a 30-second spot. So storytelling is still there, but it needs to be managed much more carefully based on all the touch points that you have at your disposal and also all the data sets that you have at your disposal. So perhaps it's become a little more kind of intricate, but certainly smarter, as you can really tailor it more to the individual. So it's a storytelling that tells less the story about your brand from a broadcasting perspective, and tells more the story of your brand in relation to that specific person. And that's what I think is the difference between now and, 10 years ago.
And Tia's message, like I say, gets heard by tons of people. We don't just bring people to the home. I take this show on the road and it's been heard by thousands of people. And Tia brilliantly describes the way that storytelling is kind of changing to story sharing. Once upon a time, we used to play a message and hope that people would buy our product. But now it's about the consumer having control and learning about the companies through different touch points, different devices, different moments. She articulated it brilliantly, and it really set the story that I share here in motion, and I'm very, very grateful to her. She's a great expert in her field. She has a wonderful understanding, and she has a great ability to take complicated concepts and describe them in ways which everyone can easily understand. That's her personality that does that. She's a very personal person, very friendly, and she just comes across with great understanding of the subject, makes it very human rather than cold and technical. She brings the human element to it. She's a delight to interview for this experience. She's been a great informer for it, and anyone who works with her is a very lucky person indeed. So